All right, so if you're in the data world at all, you have definitely heard of Snowflake and Databricks. They are two absolute giants, two of the most powerful platforms out there. But here's the thing, they tackle problems in very different ways. And let's be real, picking the wrong one, it can set you back months, a ton of money, and a lot of headaches. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to choose the right platform for your team. You know, the platform you choose today, it really sets the stage for everything your team can achieve tomorrow. It feels like this massive, overwhelming decision, right? But it doesn't have to be. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you're going to have a super clear framework to get you to the right answer. Promise. Okay, so in one corner, you've got Snowflake. Think of it as the undisputed king of the cloud data warehouse. It's built for slicing and dicing clean, structured data. And in the other corner, Databricks. They pioneered this whole data lakehouse idea. It's a much more flexible setup designed to handle pretty much anything you can throw at it, from messy log files to perfect structured tables. So right off the bat, you can see this isn't just about tech specs, it's about strategy. So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll walk through this decision journey together. First up, your mission, then your team's skills, the big trade-offs, and yeah, even the common problems people run into. By the end, you'll see the path forward. Let's dive in. All right, let's get right into it. The very first question, before you even think about features or pricing or any of that, you have to ask yourself one super honest question. What is the number one thing we are trying to do here? And boom, here it is. This is the first and maybe the biggest fork in the road. If your world revolves around business intelligence, feeding dashboards, empowering analysts with fast SQL queries, then Snowflake was literally built from the ground up for you. That's its sweet spot. But if you're looking down the road and seeing big data engineering projects, training machine learning models, and full-blown AI applications, well, you are walking straight into Databricks territory. That's their home turf. Okay, so a platform is just a tool, right? It's only as powerful as the people who are actually using it day in and day out. So for our next step, you got to look at your team. Who are these people? What do they already know? This is so critical for how fast you're going to get this thing off the ground. And this goes way beyond just a list of skills on a resume. It's really about the culture of your team. If your team breathes SQL, if that's their native language, they are going to feel right at home in Snowflake. They'll be up and running like day one. On the other hand, if your data scientists and engineers are living in a world of Python notebooks, tinkering with R, and wrangling Spark jobs, well, they're already speaking Databricks. You're just giving them a better place to do it. Okay, this next point gets to the very heart of the difference between these two. It's like their core philosophy. I love this analogy. Think of Snowflake as a 5-star, all-inclusive resort. You show up, everything is handled for you, it's beautiful, it's polished, it just works. Databricks, that's more like being handed the keys to a plot of prime real estate and a state-of-the-art workshop full of every tool you could imagine. You can build your absolute dream house exactly to your specs. So how does that resort versus custom build idea actually look in practice? Let's break it down. With Snowflake, it's all one package. They handle the compute, they handle the storage. It's all wrapped up in this really polished but kind of closed ecosystem. Super simple, right? But the catch is your data is stored in their proprietary format. Databricks is the opposite. It's built on an open philosophy. You use your own cloud storage, like your S3 buckets or Azure Data Lake. The data stays in your account in open formats. This gives you way more control and you're not locked in. But it also means there are a lot more dials to tune and knobs to turn yourself. So at the end of the day, it really all boils down to this one central trade-off. Snowflake has put all its chips on simplicity. Their goal is to make data analytics as absolutely easy and accessible as possible. Databricks, on the other hand, is all about flexibility and power. They give you the keys to the kingdom so you can build whatever you need to, however you want to. And it's really important to get this, neither one is better. They just have fundamentally different priorities. Okay, so we've talked about the philosophies. But what does this mean in the real world? Like, what are the things that drive users crazy on a Tuesday afternoon? Because, let's be honest, no platform is perfect. Let's look at some of the common headaches you'll hear from people using both of these tools. This first one, oh man, if you've been around Snowflake users, you have absolutely heard some version of this. The beauty of Snowflake is you pay for what you use, but that can also be its curse. If your virtual warehouses don't auto-suspend exactly when they're supposed to, you can get a nasty surprise on your monthly bill. And, it's not like Databricks users are immune to this. Here's their flavor of the exact same problem. That incredible flexibility to spin up a huge, powerful cluster is fantastic until a job hangs or someone forgets to set a termination policy. Suddenly, you've left a Ferrari running in the garage all night and the bill shows it. So when you look at these common struggles side by side, a really clear pattern starts to emerge. It turns out, for both platforms, their greatest strength is also the direct source of their most common frustrations. It's two sides of the same coin. Snowflake's elegant simplicity can feel really restrictive when you want to do something advanced, and Databricks' infinite flexibility can just feel overwhelmingly complex when you just want to run a simple query. All right, so we've looked at your mission, your team, the core philosophies, and even the real-world challenges. Now it's time to put it all together and figure out your path forward. Okay, this is it. This is the checklist, your decision-making framework. Just walk down these questions. If you find yourself nodding along with everything in that Snowflake column, you're all about fast SQL, you have a SQL-heavy team, and you just want things to work with minimal fuss, well, I think you have your answer. But if your answers line up with the Databricks column, you're planning for AI and ML, you've got Python and Spark experts, and you crave that open, flexible strategy, then your path is just as clear. And this, right here, is probably the most important thing to remember from this whole explainer. Stop asking which platform is the best. That's the wrong question. The right question is, which platform is the right fit for us, right now? Because the answer is completely unique to your goals, your people, and your vision for the future. So, there you have it. You've got the framework. You know the right questions to ask. The only question left is, which one of these powerhouses is going to fuel your future? Thanks for watching.